Good morning, everyone. On behalf of the Mayor and Town Council, I'd like to welcome everyone to beautiful Bloomfield, New Jersey. Thank you, Bloomfield Police and Fire Color Guard and the Bloomfield High School Marching Band. First and foremost, let me begin by recognizing all of those with us today who have served in our armed forces. Our veterans, active duty service members, guardsmen, and reservists. Your service and sacrifice has kept our country safe and free. We are proud to have you with us so we can honor you today and every day for your service to this great country. You have given us the chance to live in freedom today and the opportunity to look forward to tomorrow. At this time, I'd like to introduce the Mayor of Bloomfield, Mayor Michael J. Venezia.
Good morning, everyone. Today is always a great day. We could not have asked for better weather on this beautiful day. I think every day we should thank our veterans, especially today, though. Like Mike said, we have our freedoms because of your sacrifice that you made for us. And, you know, from myself, from Councilman Rockwell, Councilman Joanno here with us today, we just want to say thank you from the bottom of our hearts. I know I'm very proud of all our veterans that we have that work for the township, whether they're police, fire, or municipal employees. So again, thank you for your service, and let's make sure we always thank a veteran every day and not just today. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Mayor. At this time, I'd like to bring up Dr. Marquetta Evans from Bloomfield College to read a passage about Veterans Day.
Why don't we have everybody have a seat? Those of you who would like to take a seat up here in the front, please feel free to. Good morning again, everyone. Buenos dias. On the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month, the fighting of World War I ended in 1918. Due to the conclusion of the war to end all wars, November 11th became a universally recognized day of celebration and recognition. The day was originally declared Armistice Day 8 years after the end of World War I and honored only veterans of that war. Then, in 1954, after World War I and II and the Korean War, it was renamed Veterans Day to honor all veterans who served America in war and defended democracy. So today, we honor all of our veterans who unselfishly placed their lives on the line for our freedom. Those men and women were extraordinary people until they heard, or were ordinary people until they heard the call of duty and they answered it. They left their families, they left their homes, their lives, not for recognition or fame, or even the honor we bestow upon them today. They fought to protect our country, to maintain our way of life. As we honor our veterans and remember their great deeds, let us also salute those who are currently fighting for our freedom. The war on terrorism has helped us all realize how truly unique the American way of life is. The freedom we enjoy is extremely special, and that is why we must defend it. So, now is the time to not only honor those who have fought or are fighting for our freedom, it is also the time for each of us to take part in protecting it. The defense of freedom is not just for those in the military. Each of us shares that duty and that responsibility. You don't have to join the Air Force, the Army, or the Navy, or any other organization of defense to actively defend our way of life. We can protect our freedom simply by maintaining it here in America. If we want to preserve our freedoms, we must put them into action. For example, by voting in elections or speaking out against all injustices. We must also ensure that everyone feels the benefits of freedom. And we can do that by volunteering in our communities or teaching our children what it really means to be an American. Veterans Day isn't just a day for veterans, it's a day for all Americans. It is a day to remember why they were fighting, and a day for all of us to begin our journey of protecting our freedom and the freedom of future generations. Thank you for pausing and reflecting on the sacrifice our veterans have made today. Let us walk toward tomorrow, still honoring them, by living in the freedom they protected and doing all we can within our power to ensure their sacrifices were not in vain. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Evans, for reading that passage. I was wondering if there's somebody from the VFW 7-Eleven would like to come up and say a few words. Alan or Joe? Putting you on the spot. They're going to duke it out, I think. Joe Elmer of the VFW Post 7-Eleven, Bloomfield.
Thank you, Mike. As many of you know, I've run this thing for quite a few years, and I figured let Mike take over, and he did a terrific job. And I thank everyone for coming out of this job. 10 years ago, I made a little announcement here. I said today was a historical day, 2011. And I says, and it won't happen for another 100 years. And sure enough, you think about it now, 2121 or 2111 will be the second or another 100 years. So we're working on it. Everything is great. And I'm happy to see that the band is out after all these troubles that we've had. And I thank them for coming out, and the police department, the fire department, and on behalf of all veterans, thank you all for coming out and having a good day. Thank you.
I'd like to thank the VFW Post 7-Eleven for all they do. I know they're still seeking membership. There's obviously new generations of veterans, unfortunately new generations of veterans that have to protect our country. But again, they're a great organization, community organization, and we thank them for all that they do. At this time, I'd like to welcome all military, all veterans, back to the town pub of Bloomfield. There's going to be a luncheon for all military personnel. For all non-military, there's a small fee for a luncheon that we're going to be having at the town pub immediately following this ceremony. So we want to thank everyone. We want to thank our veterans for their sacrifice and their service, and thank you all for coming out and honoring them today. This concludes our ceremony. Thank you.